So I was talking on the Andrew Klavan Show about Netflix and how it's bleeding subscribers and how they're trying to find the reason why that's happening. And they talk about people stealing the subscription or sharing the subscription, all kinds of different things, and the COVID lockdowns coming to an end. But the one thing they don't talk about at all is the content. It hasn't occurred to anybody that maybe they're bleeding subscribers because of the woke content. Elon Musk put out a tweet, the woke mind virus is making Netflix unwatchable. Lou Aguilar over at the American Spectator wrote an article called Netflix, more like Notflix, in which he said this. He said, deluded by the COVID captive audiences of the past 2 years, Netflix miscalculated both the durability of streaming and viewer interest in its product. He says, rather than become a welcome alternative to struggling mainstream studio fare, it exceeded even their virtue signaling wokeness. So what we decided to do today is my producer, Danny, he got a bunch of previews for Netflix content. He's going to play them. We'll see just how woke they are. I haven't seen these yet, but we'll take a look. Instances of male cisgender pregnancies were reported across the world 50 years ago. Mr. Hiyama, you are pregnant, he says. Wait, pregnant? I blurted out, are you sure it's mine? That's what a man would say. Consent for abortion. You sound like every other man out there. I can't continue reading. didn't what's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger already make this movie? But it was in... Oh my God, this is horrible. Now his breasts are leaking. Please, make this stop. Why put people in boxes? Why say they're men and women? Come on. What's the difference between... We're all the same. Everything's the same. There's no differences between people. This looks like the most disgusting... Also, the delivery is going to be... The delivery is going to be hellish. All right, that's one that I will only watch in the original Korean with the picture off. And then I'll just have some guy talking. Is that Korean? Is that what that was?
I'll never forgive the Japanese!
I'll have some guy talking Korean for no reason. And then maybe I'll just turn off the sound and it'll go away completely. I wonder why Netflix is bleeding viewers. It's really hard to figure this out. Let's see what else you got.
Wild spaces.
Already, I hate it.
Ourselves, our families, and something greater than us. This year, we'll all have a chance to experience them up close. Join me as we explore the wonders and secrets of some of the most extraordinary national parks on the planet.
So nothing, I love nature photography, nothing improves nature photography more than having a supercilious, arrogant, self-obsessed guy with that irritating voice that we all had to listen to for 8 years.
Thanks, Obama.
Narrate this. So I'll be on board with that. I'm just going to mute the television. Let's see what else we got.
Coming into the 2021 season, the intensity, all the media, trying to balance all that has been super tough. And you start to blame yourself for not getting the job done.
Oh my God!
To be a black man, to be in that NASCAR space, and to wear a shirt that says, I can't breathe. I have a responsibility. It's automatic that I have a responsibility. True colors are gonna come out.
What's the next action, Bubba? I don't know.
Get rid of the Confederate flag.
All Confederate flags are now prohibited from NASCAR events. This comes after the circuit's only black full-time driver pushed for the change.
This puts the ball in the court of anybody who has a problem with this. Bubba emerged from being just a driver to being someone who was iconic. I always know that he's hard on himself, but this was to a whole nother level. And I finally told him, I need help. The moment you take a stand like that as a black person in America, now you're defined by that stand. And you better be good.
I can't see.
Unbelievable. You can't even watch a NASCAR race without us talking about race. Isn't this the guy who said that he found a noose in his garage or something? And that like 1 million FBI agents showed up to show that it actually nothing had happened? So now we've got to listen to this guy complain he can't just drive his damn car. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hard pass on that one. It's unbelievable that they just, I've said this before, Netflix is turning me into a racist. I'm perfectly happy to watch everybody's story. I love America. I love living in a multi-ethnic, country. I think it's a wonderful accomplishment, a wonderful thing that we've done. It's never really been done at this level before. Leave me alone. Shut up! Leave me alone. Just do your job. Drive your car and I will root for you, and shut up.
Oh my God, I don't care!
Last one, all right.
We don't have to worry about nothing, 'cause we got the fire, and we're burning one hell of something, and we gonna let it burn, 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 we gonna let it burn, 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 gonna let it burn, 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 we gonna let it burn. And we gonna let it burn.
The Witcher, Blood Origin. The Witcher is now, so now this is more female sword fighting. I know people get so angry at me when I say this. They should really watch The Last Duel, which has some very realistic medieval fight scenes. And any woman who can look at that and tell me that she would survive the first minute of that fight scene. And the reason that it's so annoying, it's so sad in a way. I don't totally mind a complete fantasy where women are sword fighting all this, but it completely ends the idea of women as they truly are, with the power they truly have. And women have so much power in the world, but it's not sword fighting. And I'm sorry, I know everybody gets angry at me about this, but I'm sorry. Watch the Last Duel. Watch the fight scenes in that and see what it was like. And remember, the people who write to me and say, well, I'll have a sword fight with you. You wouldn't be fighting with a 60-plus scribe. You'd be fighting with a great big bruiser, just as talented as you are, and probably more. He wouldn't even know you were there. He would just be stepping through you to get to the guy behind you and fight. Like, Netflix has really shot itself in the foot. I don't like seeing that. I like Netflix. I like the whole streaming system. But, this woke philosophy, because it's disconnected from reality, can't make good art. It cannot make good art. It is antithetical to everything that art is about, which is about open-mindedness, about interchange with reality. Netflix, get your act together. I don't want to lose you. If you love great content instead of bad content, you want to like and subscribe. Also, subscribe to the Andrew Klavan podcast.